Good evening. Welcome to Return of the Obra Dinn. I'm going to go without any music for today because this is a very audio-focused game. We're going to be primarily listening to people die and then seeing their deaths as a still frame. I have played this before a few times, even actually only about a week ago, so I do have some idea of what's going on in them. I was like, what? Week ago, yeah. But we're going to start a new game and see if we can push through to get everyone. So, premises of this game: we are our insurance adjudicator. A lost ship has just returned mysteriously with no one aboard it, and we need to find out what happened. I can't remember if the intro's... No, it's just written. The good ship Obra Dinn, lost at sea 1803, built 1796 in London, 800 tons, 18-foot draft. Captain R. Witterell, with a crew of 51 men. Last voyage to the Orient, Cape Rendezvous was unmet. Contact the East India... I don't know what the CY actually means. London office for inquiries or testimony. That's the ship we're checking. And we are... Do we have our name on here? Attention to the chief, where the Chief Inspector, Insurance Claims at the London office. Honourable East India Company. We get a notice the Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. Come on, skip through. I clicked. Gonna make me press space? Yes. Falmouth, England, 1807.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
Oh, that's different.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
I was going to make a comment on our gender, because that's basically the only time you hear yourself speak, but it was a completely different voice from the last time I played. So we've arrived at the Obra Dinn. So we just go up and have a look. A completely deserted ghost ship that is somehow returned to, well, we can't actually see the shore. Returned to near shore. The sails are in tatters, which should indicate that it didn't come here under its own power, which is odd. Anchors are down. The mast has been shattered and repaired. But yeah, we're just waiting for a trigger to pass in the game. And we've got a corpse. Can't do anything with it yet. Like I said, I have played the game before a few times, so I do know what I have to do. And at this point, it's just wait and just look around the ship. We've got cages, got a sparkle off in the water, off in the distance. We will eventually learn what that is. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what brought the ship here, brought it back to port.
Oi! It's too heavy!
And now he's complaining that the box that we brought is too heavy to bring up.
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
So we open it here. We have the journal. The book that we'll be recording everything in, the entirety of the playthrough. Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy. The preface: I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first, or will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. We've got 10 chapters, details of the book, a full deck plan, the route that it was taking, and pictures and names of everyone that was on board. But for now, pretty much everything is empty. I jump back to the start. But everything except for a bargain should be available to us. Yeah. The thing is, this name right here shows up in the crew passenger list. Henry Evans is the ship's surgeon. So we know straight away that he survived and is in Morocco, which I believe is Africa. Does it show it up on here on the map? Well, he's somewhere around here in Morocco. So, Q to close off the book? No. Tab. Oh, I did look through the entire book. You're going to let me look through the entire book? Or have you glitched? There we go. All empty. Happy? Okay, now we've seen the last pages. They do give you a full description of everything that you might find. What is it? Like a description of what every single person does on the sections of the deck. So if you don't have any knowledge about sailing, it'll come up. There we go. And the stopwatch. Or the memento mortem. Remember death. And from here, we head up. Because we had a corpse to look at. The basic premise of the game, we can see the moment of death for anyone whose corpse we have access to, whether it's actually present or present in a memory.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
And we see his moment of death. Shot by, presumably, the captain. Actually, there's actually a few people here. We've got 4 people in this scene. Got someone going up around the back, the person who died, someone who's supporting him, and the captain. Can we go any further behind him? And basically, it's a case of explore the scenes, or the memory. At least at first, the first few are only going to be pretty linear. But hopefully I remember where all the clues are in the later ones. And the memory closes off. First memory is from the end. We start with the end. And we get to catalogue who that is, how they died. We get a transcript of everything that happened, The X indicates the person that died was speaking. He was speaking to the captain. We don't know who he is, but we do know that he was shot with a gun, specifically by the captain. The other people who were here, so we got the captain there, which technically we can mark him down as being the captain, because his face is not blurred. And then we can use the pocket watch and such to gather information. Yep, 60 people aboard the ship when it left. 51 were crew. Have to make assumptions using partial information, and some identities can only be reviewed through a process of elimination. So what it didn't tell me there is this rating here, this triangle. A single triangle means you basically told who he is. So we know he's the captain. So everyone else is still blurred. There's no actual information or way of tracking who he is. And it's just the first memory, so we exit out and head back to the ship. Now, I don't know the explanation for this, but by viewing that memory, the door has now opened. Like, we can open some of these doors ourselves. But I suppose it's just for the tutorial. Now we have 2 corpses here. And there were 3 other people alive in the previous scene.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
We still have our corpse back there. Looks like, yeah, the person that was standing next to him that came in. Although I don't remember the spear, him holding a spear before. I thought he was holding an axe. Or maybe, no, it was you that was holding an axe. I've already forgotten what you were holding back there in the previous memory. The thing is, there's another corpse here, and this guy's jumping down, that we saw him up here on the stairs last time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the captain knifing whoever this guy is. Honestly, the thing that annoys me the most about this game is the timeout that you have to wait before you can start, before you can move on from a memory. The game pretty much forces you to sit there. So we don't know who he is, but he was knifed across the throats. Knifed by the captain. Like, it's just making me think there is an achievement in this game. Well, I have them all already, but there is an achievement for putting down in every single person's position that they were killed by the captain. So yeah, we only have 3 people in this scene because someone died in the previous one. There's only 3 living people. Hopefully I haven't made this too loud. Like, I've got the audio turned up a little bit for this game because it's primarily audio based for a lot of it. This is the other person. I assume the one that was jumping down. Ooh, we got a good shot on the captain. Stabbed in the kidneys. And then the staff that the first person brought in was used and brained him. Is that just a sharpened stick? Like, I'm trying to tell, is that a metallic point? But the coloration of the game doesn't allow you to really tell what material it is. But still, it is just a strong stick, at the very least. And this door's open now, where we find a corpse. Alright, yeah, you can right-click on people and see where they are in the picture. So you can definitely identify who's who. Ah, now time's up. Inside the captain's quarters. We don't know who they are. We do know they were struck. Or clubbed. One of the two. Because you don't have to enter exactly what was done by each. So, no, it's not struck. It is clubbed. Clubbed by the captain. I don't think there's anything else to look at. No. The only two living people in the scene. But we do know she was in the scene, but deceased. Yeah, for these things they let you walk around at the end, but later ones you don't have that opportunity. There's a body that wasn't on there last time. We have two more corpses. We have the lady that was dead in the previous memory, and a body that we don't know about, presumably the captain.
Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
And he has committed suicide. But he did say a few things of interest. He identified a female named Abigail, identified a brother of Abigail, who he shot. The thing is, do we know for certain that the person that we saw in the first memory is who he's talking about? Like, I can probably be sure that it is. So, Abigail is this person, and Abigail's brother being the person that we saw in the first memory. Though there should be doubts about it. Captain Witterall shot himself. Suicide via gun. May or may not be correct. I have to click to progress this. Oh, or not. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have information typeset into the book. So until you get 3, you can actually modify them if you don't think they're right. So, what he said. Abigail, the person in the bed is Abigail. Your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. So we can go back to this one. He's no longer blurred out. So, Abigail. Abigail Hoscott Witterall is a passenger. Now we look for Hoscott Witterall. Is a last name. I think I went past it. I definitely went past it. Oh, right. Right at the top. First mate, Hoscott. William Hoscott is the first mate. Of course, he would be a dear friend of the captain. No one else is highlighted. The captain was the only one alive during that memory. We should be able to also identify the person that's on the bed, though she's not actually alive at the moment. Like, we knew which point by looking at her during the memory. Where is she? She was a passenger, wasn't she? Abigail. And that should be it for this memory. Right, yeah. You were meant to actually come back out and you can just look at her again to confirm that was her. And everyone in this scene is dead. That basically puts it to how the condition of the ship when it arrived at... I already forgot the name of the place we're at. The mast is broken, so... Although the sails are intact, at least that one is. So I wonder what tore the sails. At least after everyone died. Probably the weather. The end is finished. 4 people died. Let me just see. Is that sail intact or torn? Yeah, that one's torn. Huh.